Alright guys, how's it going? This is Ashcash from 1987 bringing you a Gen 2 evolution video. This video is to make up for the rather bad attempt at a live stream. I went to a Totodile nest. If you didn't watch it, I went to a Totodile nest, but it was alongside the waterfront and the wind noise was just crazy. It started off okay and then it just picked up and it was just bad. It just wasn't good. So I've taken that live stream off, but instead I'm going to do some evolutions for you guys. I'm going to evolve a Tyrogue, as you see right there, then a Snubble, then a Wooper, then a Marill, an Igglybuff, all the way to Jigglypuff, all the way to Wigglytuff, then a Spinarak, a Hoothoot, and Totodile into Feraligatr. That was the purpose of the live stream, to evolve Totodile all the way up to Feraligatr. I can do that now. I've got a good IV one as well. Snubble into Gramble will also be a new entry into the Pokedex, but we start off with Tyrogue. Now what I'm going to do is actually compare, I've got Game Press open right now, so I'm going to look at the movesets and compare them with you guys just to see what kind of moveset it gets and see which one's the best attacking moveset, defensive moveset, if it is a valid defender. Now, starting off with Tyrogue. Now, Tyrogue is an interesting one because it evolves in the main series games. It evolves into Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan, or Hitmontop based on its IVs. Now, if its attack IV is the highest, if it's in the main series games, if the attack IV is higher than the defense, it evolves into a Hitmonlee. If the defense IV is higher than the attack, it evolves into a Hitmonchan. If the attack and defense are equal, it evolves into a Hitmontop. Now this one is a wonder, and its best quality is its attack, so it should evolve into a Hitmonlee if the theory is believed to be correct. So here we go, evolve. I'm going to also look at the movesets. What I want here is a low kick and close combat. That's why I'm evolving this. I should really be saving a bunch of Tyrogues together. And it's a Hitmonlee, as predicted. It's a Hitmonlee. Hopefully it gets close. No, it got Rock Smash close combat. Slightly, but at least we got close combat. Close combat is very powerful. It can take down Chanseys and Snorlaxes. Very good. Rock Smash is still good because it's got Stab, same type attack bonus. However, low kick, it has a higher DPS and the cooldown, but it's the Rock Smash does have a higher DPS than low kick. However, the cooldown is a lot higher. It's more than double, and the energy, the EPS, the energy is smaller. So you won't be with Rock Smash. You won't be able to charge your close combat and charge bar as quick as low kick. So, but that's still good. Got close combat. Very happy with that. Now on to the next Pokemon I'm going to evolve is a Snubble. This is a big one. This is a big one, guys. This is a big one. This is going to be a new Pokemon into the Pokedex. I've got a 751 CP Snubble. It's at 3,500 dust. It's pretty high. And this will be a new entry into the Pokedex. So here we go, guys. Now what I want from this is actually it's a bit strange with this one because it doesn't have any this is going to be high CP. This thing can get up to 2,400 CP. There you go, registered to Pokedex. Nice. It's got Bite and Close Combat. That is a bad moveset, guys. The reason it's bad is because you need a Fairy type move for this to be any good. But it's still a new Pokemon. 1,600 CP. The reason you want a Fairy type move is because it's got Stab, but with Close Combat, it doesn't really help you in terms of the typing advantages. Now, Close Combat is a very powerful attack. However, if you look at its typing on the Game Press page for Granbull, it actually it resists fighting type. It actually resists fighting types. But if you've got a fighting type attack, then it's kind of counterproductive. So you really need a Fairy type attack in order to battle those fighting types. So I didn't get that. The other thing is with both its quick attacks are dark type, and dark type doesn't do well against other dark types. Fairy type is super effective against dark types, but if you've got two quick dark type moves, it doesn't really do it justice, does it? But there are no quick fairy type moves in the game, so unfortunately what we wanted was play rough, and the other moves it can get are crunch, and obviously the one we got, close combat. What you really wanted was play rough, but we didn't get play rough. The quick attack is here nor there. Which one is better? I'm just having a look right now. The quick attack, we got bite. Bite is better than snarl. It's got a lower EPS, but it's got a much quicker cooldown. It's got half the cooldown, so you can use it a lot quicker, and it's got higher DPS. So bite is the one to get, but unfortunately we did not get play rough. Now, I forgot, I didn't go into the other movesets it could get for Hitmonlee, because Hitmonlee is a Gen 1 Pokemon. We know its moveset. Yeah, Stone Edge would have been okay, but we got close combat. I'm still very happy with that. Now, the next one on the list is Wooper. Now, Wooper is not very exciting, but this Wooper, I hatched from an egg, and it's 96% IV. The one I have got, the Quagsire I have got, is Water Gun Sludge Bomb. I think that's pretty much the best moveset, guys. That's pretty much the best moveset. So, but comparing, you definitely want Water Gun over Mud Shot, even though Quagsire is a water ground type. It does get stabbed on Mud Shot, but Water Gun is has a higher, it's got the same cooldown, around the same stab, around the same. We got Stone Edge with this one. So with its quick moves, it got Mud Shot. That's not good. Mud Shot has got the same, as compared with Water Gun, Mud Shot has the same cooldown, around about the same EPS, but it hasn't got stab. But the DPS for Mud Shot is not as good as Water Gun. So you really wanted Water Gun. Stone Edge is still good because it's a very strong attack. Not as good as Earthquake, but its cooldown is a lot quicker than Earthquake, so you'll be able to use it quickly and then go back and use your other moves. Its max CP is almost 2000, 1929 according to Game Press. I didn't go into the max CPs of Gramble. Gramble's max CP, I think I did. It's 2400. It's pretty high, but unfortunately we didn't get play rough with that one. But Stone Edge, Mud Shot, Stone Edge, you really wanted Water Gun. Its other moves it can get are Earthquake, which gets stabbed, and Sludge Bomb. Sludge Bomb is the best defensive moveset, but you wouldn't be defending with a Quagsire with a max CP of only 2000 or 1900. So the one you wanted was Earthquake, because it has stab, much higher DPS. Actually, no, I misread. Stone Edge is the best DPS moveset, the best DPS. Because that's it. Because Earthquake has a very slow cooldown period. So you want Stone Edge, but we didn't get Water Gun, so almost there. Mud Shot does get stabbed, so that is good, and it's 96% IV. It will be useful if we come across a good typing. Now the next one I'm going to evolve is this Maril. I know you're thinking, why are you evolving the Maril? Because this Maril, although only 300 CP, is 5000 dust. Look at that next to the power up button. It's 5000 dust. It is the maximum level you can catch in the wild. Only 82% IV, not 90+%. But 300 CP Maril is very high. It's the max level you can catch in the wild. And once it evolves, I'll let you look at my Azumarill before I evolve. This Azumarill, I've got two actually. One of them is 84%. Oh, I'll look at this one because it's the one I hatched. I didn't hatch this one out of an egg, but it's the same level as you would hatch out of an egg. Look at that, 121 HP for 2500 dust. This one has, these Azumarills have got really high HP. So I'm going to evolve this Maril right here. Hopefully we get good movesets. What moveset you want is Water Gun, Hydro Pump. Nothing complicated about this, but it's also a fairy type. So Play Rough is also very good. Now the quick move you do not want Rock Smash. You want Bubble. Bubble is better in every way. We got Bubble, but we got Ice Beam. We didn't get a good charge move. Ice Beam is a good defensive move, but you're not going to use this Maril to defend. The good thing about this Marvel as an attacker is that it's got very high HP, so it'll tank. It'll be a bit of a tank as an attacker, and you can spam bubble and you can build up the energy for your Play Rough or your Hydro Pump. But we didn't get Hydro Pump, we got Ice Beam, unfortunately. Ice Beam has the same cooldown, does not have the same stab as Hydro Pump, obviously, almost half in fact. But it's got the same cooldown, so it's also quite slow as Hydro Pump. The one you wanted, the other one we could have gotten that would have been very good would have been Play Rough, but we didn't get that one. And but we did get Bubble. So Bubble is much better than Rock Smash. It's got about the same DPS, it's got about the same cooldown, but Bubble has a much higher EPS. It builds energy a lot quicker, so your charge moves will build up a lot faster. So that is at least good. I can use it against Dragonites. Believe it or not, I'll be able to use this against some Dragonites. Maybe Rhydon. I think it's weak to Ice. I think it is. So Ice Beam. So Bubble, Ice Beam. Now the next Pokemon on the list is going to be an Igglybuff. We're going to evolve this all the way, a 91% IV Igglybuff. 91% IV Igglybuff. We're going to evolve this all the way into a Wigglytuff. Now the best moveset for Wigglytuff now, just let me take a look, is still going to be Pound Hyper Beam. Nothing's changed there. I'm just looking whether you want whether you want Feint Attack over Pound. I don't think you do. It's got the same EPS, builds up energy just as quick. The cooldown is faster for Pound, and the DPS is higher. So it's in all cases, attacking moveset and defensive moveset, it is going to be the best. Although the CP isn't high, it's only 1900, and that's for 100% IV max level. So getting this Wigglytuff, I want Pound. I don't have Pound Hyper Beam. Feint Attack, I've already got Feint Attack Hyper Beam. That is unfortunate. Hyper Beam is still an incredibly strong attack with 150 damage now. Slow cooldown with at 3.8. Play Rough is the other one I wanted. Feint Attack. Play Rough would have been a good defensive move, but it's still Hyper Beam. You're not going to use these guys to put in gyms as defenders, so at least it's got Hyper Beam. I'll be able to use that 91% IV, unless I've got a higher IV one and a higher CP one. I don't think I have. I think this is my highest CP, the highest IV Hyper Beam. So that was okay. At least I got Hyper Beam. At least I didn't get like Feint Attack Play Rough, which is, you can't use that. Pound Play Rough you can use. Pound Hyper Beam is obviously the best. But did it have another move? Play Rough, Hyper Beam, and Dazzling Gleam. Dazzling Gleam is about the same as Hyper Beam in terms of its cooldown. Also really high DPS. And it's a 2 charge bar, 100 attack. So you can still use it. Fairy type. It's got the Fairy type for stab. But anyway, moving on to our next Pokemon. The next Pokemon I'm going to evolve is a... I think I went past it. This Spinarak. Now the reason I'm evolving this Spinarak, again, not very exciting, but the other Spinarak, the high IV Spinarak, this one I caught in the wild, Cross Poison. This one's got Poison Sting and Shadow Sneak. It's not a good moveset, guys. So what you do want Poison Sting. That is a good moveset. It's much better than Infestation. But if you get a double bug move, Infestation and Mega Horn, it's good against Executors. Poison Sting is also good against Executors, I think. I'm not sure. Let's have a look. Poison Sting. Poison Sting right here is... yes, it does do... I know it's super effective against Grass type. I just didn't know whether it was good or not against Psychic types. It appears Poison is neutral to Psychic. So we will be evolving this guy right here, my 89% IV Spinarak. What I want is Mega Horn. Now I've evolved a lot of Nidoran males in the past, and the one I do not want is Mega Horn. But now with this Ariados, I want Mega Horn. because it gets stab. And if it comes with Infestation, or no, it comes with either Quick Move, it's still good for taking out Executor. So what are we going to get? We got Mega Horn. Yes, we got Mega Horn with this. This is going to be fun to use against Executors. But I'll have to power it up, I guess. Unless it's a pretty low CP Executor, then I can use it against an Executor. This is going to be fun to use against Executor, guys. So this will be... Poison Sting won't be double... won't be double super effective against Poison Sting. Won't be double super effective against Executor, but Mega Horn will. That's why I was also okay with Infestation. So now comparing Poison Sting and Infestation, Poison Sting has got half the cooldown. It's got about the same EPS and about the same DPS. So you actually want Poison Sting. In most cases, it's good. You actually want Poison Sting, but it just doesn't get that double super effective against Executor. Whereas Infestation would get double super effective. It would deal 1.56 the amount of damage it normally a neutral Pokemon would do against Executor. Now my next Pokemon. So that was good. I got Mega Horn. I'm very happy with that. Next one I'm going to evolve is a Hoot Hoot. I've got two 82% Ivy Hoot Hoots. I have not evolved a Hoot Hoot. Both those Noctowls I've got in the wild. Now, if I go to my Noctowls, you will see that they've got some pretty cool moves. Extrasensory and Psychic. It does not have Psychic typing, but that's still a cool moveset to have, guys. It can get Wing Attack or Extrasensory as its quick attacks. My other Noctowl has Wing Attack, Sky Attack. So, but these are bad IVs. I've caught them in the wild. Now, which one do you want? Extrasensory, you don't get stab, so Wing Attack is still the one you want. I think it's got a better cooldown, faster cooldown period. It's got higher EPS as well, slightly higher EPS, and slightly higher DPS. DPS for Extrasensory is 10.91 according to Game Press, and for Wing Attack it is 12.5. So it is better. Now its charge moves are Psychic, Sky Attack, and Nightshade is not the one you want. Nightshade is not the one you want. Now in terms of max CP, this one's also 2000, so not that great, but as an attacker it's fine. As an attacker you can use it if it's got double. What I want is I think double flying type. I want Sky Attack. I got a Sky Attack with my Fearow. I want a Wing Attack, Sky Attack, Noctowl. This one's my first good IV and my first Noctowl evolution. Oh my goodness. Extrasensory Nightshade. That is the worst moveset you can possibly get. I think now the cooldown is not as fast. It's faster than Psychic, but it's not as fast as Sky Attack. Its DPS is of course the lowest. It's a ghost type, no stab on that. Extrasensory is okay. It's not as good as Sky Attack. I mean, not as good as Wing Attack, but that is a bad moveset, guys. That is the worst possible moveset you can get. Although my other Hoot Hoot, my other Noctowl, this one's really high as well. I caught it really high in the wild. Extrasensory Psychic. This will be fun to use, actually. 4,500 dust. Almost the max level you can catch in the wild. And my other one, also, this one's 5,000. That's interesting. That's interesting. That means that this one's got really bad IVs, if I check it. So the lowest CP one has... The lowest CP one is the max level I can catch in the wild. But the highest CP one, the one with the higher dust number, means it's at a higher level, but it has the lowest CP. That means this one should be pretty good IVs. Not great. It's also bad IVs. So the Noctowl to this Noctowl must be really bad IVs. Really bad IVs. If it's got a higher dust number than this one, but it's a lower CP, only slightly lower, but still, that's pretty bad, guys. That's pretty bad. Now the next one is the big one. The next one is the big one. The next one is the big one. If you've skipped to this, I understand, because I will be evolving a Totodile into a Feraligatr. This is big, guys. This is big. This is the purpose of the video. This one I caught in the wild. 89% IV, 5,000 dust, maximum level you can catch in the wild, level 30. Oh, boys. I've got 174 candies. Went to the Totodile nest, stocked up. This is going to be more than 2,000 CP, guys. This is going to be more than 2,000 CP. What's its max CP? Max CP is 2,700. It can get Water Gun and Bite. I think you still want Water Gun because it's got a high EPS. They've got the same cooldown period. DPS is about the same, but DPS is about the same. EPS, Water Gun is higher, so it'll build up your charge move a lot quicker. Not a lot quicker, but quicker, because it's 8. This EPS for Water Gun is 10 compared to Bite's 8. Now, what charge move do we want? Charge move. Actually, any charge move, to be honest, because it's so high CP, you can still use it if it doesn't have the best attacking moveset. But of course, this will be a new Pokemon to the Pokedex, guys. Feraligatr, my first Feraligatr. Also had my first Grand Ball today, but this is big. My first ever Feraligatr. What we want is obvious. We want Hydro Pump. Wow, look at that! New Pokemon to the Pokedex. Water Gun Hydro Pump, guys. Water Gun Hydro Pump. I got it. Water Gun Hydro Pump for Alligator. The best attacking moveset. Just comparing its charge moves right now. Its other charge move is Crunch, which is a 3 charge bar move that does 70 damage. Its cooldown period is 3.2. Hydro Pump's cooldown period is also really quite high, 3.3. But it does 130 damage. As you can see right there, 130 damage if this is 89% heavy. I'm going to change its name right now. DPS is obviously a lot higher than Crunch. For Crunch is only 21.88. Whereas with Hydro Pump, it is 49, almost 50. What? I want to delete that. This is the easiest way to change your name. Just delete the name, click OK, and then it'll change back to its original. Make sure you just leave it blank, and then for Alligator, 89% IV. Not the highest, but it's really good. 2,200 CP. So this is the highest, pretty much almost the highest Totodile, almost the highest for Alligator you can evolve from a Totodile if you just catch it in the wild. It's 5,000 dust. Really happy with that, guys. This is better than Blastoise. This is better than Blastoise in terms of CP. I'm not sure in terms of attack. I haven't compared the stats. I think it's higher because its attack stat is highest compared to its defense and its stamina, and I know for a fact that Blastoise is not like that. Blastoise is where its defense and its stamina is higher than its attack. So this is going to be a beast attacker. Water Gun Hydro Pump. Its other charge move is Ice Beam. 3.3 cooldown, DPS only 27. It's the time between the move text and the yellow flash. I didn't talk about that with my other Pokemon because none of those were like good defenders. If you want to know what Pokemon are going to be the best defenders, you have to look at there's like a yellow bar, and the yellow bar says 0.7 seconds. They're all the same. All Pokemon are the same. You have to dodge within 0.7 seconds of the yellow flash. Happening, but the time between the move text and the yellow flash for Ice Beam is 1.3 seconds. For Hydro Pump, it is 0.9 seconds. The time between the move text and the yellow flash is when you have to dodge, just so in case you didn't know. And for Crunch, it is also 1.3 seconds. So I think the best defensive moveset it's debatable. The best defensive moveset for Feraligatr is either, it's not going to be Hydro Pump because Hydro Pump is a single charge bar move. You can dodge it quite easily, but it is the quickest, so it is 0.9 seconds between the move text and the yellow flash. But that doesn't matter because if it's just one charge bar, you basically know when it's coming. If it's one charge bar, you don't know how you don't know how the AI is going to work. With multiple charge bar moves, it's a lot harder to dodge, and you have to dodge more often. That's why multiple charge bar moves are always the best defenders. Now, the best defender is either Ice Beam. I'm thinking, is it Ice Beam or is it Crunch? Now, Ice Beam has a higher DPS. and it does 90 damage, but Crunch has 3 charge bars, which does 70 damage. They've got the same, the time between the move text and the yellow flash is both the same, 1.3 seconds. So that is exactly the same, but I think it's going to be Ice Beam. Even though it's only 2 charge bar move compared to 3, if you're fighting for Alligator, what are you going to use? You're going to use either an electric type or a grass type, and grass types are weak to ice types, ice type attack. So Ice Beam is the best defensive moveset, Water Gun, Ice Beam, but we got the best at attacking. But it's here or there. It's about the same between Crunch and Ice Beam, but I think it's Ice Beam because of typing. It's good for typing. But we got the best attacking moveset here, guys. Water Gun, Hydro Pump, and that'll be the video, guys. My first ever Gen 2 Evolve video. Really happy with that, guys. Water Gun, Hydro Pump. Right now I'll see how much XP I got from that. 3 minutes left on my lucky egg. I got 12,000 XP from that, so sweet. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. My first ever Gramble, and for Alligator also went into some of the best attacking movesets, some of the best, and for Alligator's case, the best defensive moveset. Went into some of those with the help of Game Press. Hopefully you enjoyed. This has been AshKasham1987 with my first ever Gen 2 Evolve video. I'll see you soon. Hope you enjoyed.